Everybody, it's Pam from Nana's Crafting Cottage back with you again today for some decorating of items I did on video a couple times ago, I think. Anyway, I hope everybody's staying warm and dry. It's sunny here, clear, and when we got up it was 22. Yeah, brr. It's slowly warming up, very slowly. Okay, welcome to my new subscribers and welcome back to all my current ones who have been with me for a long time, for a short time. I appreciate all of you. Okay, so first thing I wanted to show you was I grunged up the base of this grungy tag journal a bit more off camera. I did some stamping with my big clickable numbers here on all the pages, and I put the bronze gilding wax there. It's both on both sides now, but I decided to do stamping, and I did some splattering of black gesso on here. And yeah, so I did that both sides the other morning. Yeah, so it's nice and grungy. And then what I did was I picked out and tore out pieces of Tim Holtz fabric that will go on the folds on here. But first of all, what I want to do before we do that is I want to decorate these pieces that I did on camera with you guys. Now, I did take some distress crayon that I bought a long time ago and I never had used it, and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to give it a go. I took some distress crayon of Walnut Stain and Vintage Photo, and I just rubbed around the paper here, and then with a brush and water I just kind of moved it around and it grunged it up even more. So I did that on each one, and then I picked out pieces. There's this one that I wanted to decorate these items with. There's the other one. I think this is the Walnut Stain one, and these other two are the Vintage Photo distress crayons. So anyway, what I wanted to do was decorate with some Tim Holtz paper dolls, and I just grabbed some things out of my stash, some sewn on coffee dyed muslin, and then I pulled some things out from I have an actual vintage tub that has all my vintage stuff in it. It's a good sized tub. Anyway, I dug around in there and found these film strips, I think that my sister had sent me some time ago. And I pulled one of these out. This one is coffee dyed. It's just coffee dyed cardstock. So it's not super dark, but it does have the splattering look on it. So I thought, let's use some of that and decorate these pieces up and then go from there. How's that? Like I said, I hope everybody is warm and dry. I know a lot of parts of the country are getting a lot of rain and ice and snow and you name it. We're just plain cold. Yesterday it got windy as the morning progressed, and it lasted for the day, but then this morning it was nice. I mean, you know, other than being cold, it was not windy, at least. And this morning, usually my hen, Beauty, is the one that tries to do her crowing in the morning. Well, she was pretty quiet this morning. It was probably too quiet, too cold to do any yelling. I thought, well, are they stiff as little boards out there or what? But when I went out, they were clucking it up Okay, I thought I'd put this piece on here like that before I put the paper doll down. And I thought she would hang on to that number 5 right there. I thought that'd be kind of cute. Like that. And then I was kind of wanting to use some of this. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I can do it like that, I think. But I'm just going to tear it here on both ends. Both sides, rather. And ink it with my scorched timber. My husband and I went to the neighboring town yesterday, and we had the best time. We went to the Restore store, which is a store that Habitat for Humanity runs, and they bring in items from houses that they either take down to redo or just redo. And my husband found an air compressor for $45. It was almost like new. And I found some fun things to play with, and I'll show them to you as soon as I get this little gal glued down. Okay, let's do this. I'm just going to use this because it is heavier glue, thicker glue, and I can move it around the way I want before it dries on me. So yeah, let me grab my tweezers here. Okay, and I'll put her like that. Cute. That's cool. Okay, and I'll just hold that there for a minute. But yeah, he found some other stuff that he's been wanting to get, but it's so darn expensive in the home improvement stores. So yeah, he was a happy camper. I was a happy camper. The only thing I didn't get that I was kind of looking for was another chair for the girls in the coop. They have one in the run that I got from there a few years back, and took the seat off of it. So it was just the frame of the chair, and they love that thing. They're always taking turns hopping up there and sitting and looking around. There we go. Cute. Okay, I'm going to put her aside. And let's do this one. Okay. So this one I didn't have anything in particular to do, except I did want to add, I got some burlap. My sister had sent me a roll of it quite a while back. So I think I will just take a piece of it and kind of fray it so that we have some loose ends hanging out for something fun. So I can do that. And then these are some items that I made out of acetate. Ugh. And I have a small cinch is what you call it, and I did the holes myself, put the alcohol ink on it, and put these items on there, and then did some stitching through it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to bring this down here. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put this little fella, I think, right like that. Or we can bring him down a bit, just like that. And we'll kind of finish that piece off, I think, for something fun. So yeah. So we were in that Habitat for Humanity store for like 2 hours. I just kept walking around, finding something else, walking around. It was so much fun. We hadn't been there for, like I say, a couple of years, at least, probably more. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I told him the other day that I had wanted to go in there. He goes, oh, okay, for something to do, because we like to go out and do something each day, except for on the weekends. Sunday is the only day that we go out on the weekends because it is just too darn busy with people everywhere. So we just, and this is Saturday that I'm filming this, so yeah, I'm just hanging out at home, playing. I baked a pineapple upside down cake, so I just got that out of the oven and wanted to get this video done for you guys. So hopefully you will enjoy this and kind of get some ideas on projects that you're working on. Let me know what you're working on. I like to hear what you're doing in your craft room or crafty space, whatever that is, whatever that amounts to be. It could be a corner, it could be a room, it could be anything. Okay, let me go ahead and ink him just a little bit because the white edges, just a little bit. Okay. So yeah, I want to get going on this journal. I'm just calling it that for the lack of anything else. Okay, let's put that gentleman down. Cute. Cute, cute. Okay, I'm going to put some clips on this one. Hold it down. Let's see if this will reach. Yeah, that'll reach there. That's good. Okay. Alrighty. Press it down good. Okay. We'll put him aside to dry. And we'll do this one. And all I had figured out to do was I wanted to put this on here. This is a piece of lace and book page that's coffee dyed. I did the wax seal with and I just kind of did it haphazard so it's not perfect. And then I just took these little kids and cut them out. They're the mini paper dolls of Tim Holtz, and glued that on. So I've been wanting to use these, and I have some others that I will be using as we go along here. And then I dug out this little gal to go on here, but she needs something else. So what I thought I would do, I pulled out some coffee dyed muslin that I've had for a long time, and it still smells coffee dyed, so smells yummy. Okay, so which end do I want to use? I like this darker end, and I thought I would just take a piece of it, tear it out, and put it behind her. This side. There we go. Okay, and this has the spots here on it. And I think I will do it like this, and then put her down like that. So at least it gives another texture on here. besides the lace. So let's get that put down. So yeah, just digging around in my stuff and just wanted to come out and play with you guys. Come out and play. And hopefully it gives you ideas of things to do or try on your projects, whatever you got going on. Okay, let me get this one down. And this is folding up here, so I want to be sure and get some glue right here so it will lie down instead of kinking up like it's doing. There we go. Okay. There it is. Perfect. It's so nice not to have to worry about waking my laptop up and having the sound actually working properly. Hooray! Ugh. It's been a long time coming till I finally got it figured out. I just prayed about it the night before, and the next morning I thought, oh, now, okay, I think I know what to do. So, yeah, I had some help. Okay, there we go. Oh, the next door neighbor's dog. Oh my goodness. He's a little barker, I'll tell you. He barks at us when he hears us walking up and down the walk here. I have a big window here, and it's a side yard, and it has a fence and then a gate right, just to the left of where my room is here. And he'll hear us and just be barking over there. It's like a little stinker. Okay, there's that one. Yeah. Woohoo. Okay, let me take the thingies off of this one and put those away out of my way. And then there's that one. Thought it came out really cool. Especially when I thought, why don't I try these crayons? I've been trying to get supplies out that I haven't touched, either ever or not in a long time. So, okay, I've got those done. Now, I want to show you what I have gotten and what my ideas are. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is, look behind me here, if I can get it. I got two of these. These are like snappable type drawers. They're good size. They are 13 inches long, and they are 8 inches wide. And how tall are they? They are 5.5 inches tall. So yeah, here's the front. It's kind of hard to show you, but here's the front of it. But yeah, they came in a package for $5. That's one of the many things I found. And I thought, oh my goodness. And you just snap them together. They went together in like 10 minutes. So I'm going to be moving stuff around some more in my craft room and putting stuff in it. But what I plan on doing, I was watching Crafty Cat USA on her channel, and she did a board book journal. It just had, like 5 pages, I think, 5 to 7 or something like that. But this one has several pages in it, and I can use even the covers, the front and the back, and just take it apart here. And I plan on doing a board book, tab bound, a vintage grungy one. And so I'll be doing that in the near future. But there's enough here to do 4 pages. I don't want them gigantic. I can do 4 pages each, and I can do 4 of them because there's 16 pages here, and it's like, oh, that's perfect. So got that for a few dollars. It's almost like brand new. Now, the next thing I found were these numbers. Okay, I'm going to get that bag out of the way. And they're just house numbers. This one is a reflector one, but I figured for all of these letters and numbers, I got 3 numbers and 4 letters. That's all I could find. I kept digging and digging in the drawers. Anyway, for this size, that's what I wanted. And they're stick-on, but they're old. I figured what I could do is I could paint over them with like black gesso or something, and then do embossing powder on them and emboss them, and then use them in my projects. So what do you guys think? You think that'll work? I think it will. So anyway, that's what I found. Those were my goodies of yesterday. So I'm totally excited about this board book, though. I've been wanting to find one, big enough that I could split up and use for several different projects instead of just one. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this back in its bag for now and get it off my desk. But I just wanted to show you guys what I got. I think that was it. Okay, so what I want to do now is put the fabric on the seams or the creases here, the folds of the journal. Now I did do 8 pieces how about that? So I only need 6. 1, 2, 3, and then the other side. So that is what I want to do now. And I will use my Fabrifix. And it's wide enough. It's about 1 inch wide that I've made them. And then just between, I didn't go to the very top or the very bottom. It's just in between the grunging here, just in between here. That's all I really want it for. And I thought this fabric would be perfect for it. So let's go ahead and get this down. But I wanted to do this with you guys because just another step in getting the journal together. And then we'll start decorating the pages next time. So that will be on Thursday. This is out on Monday, so yeah, Thursday. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be neat. I may have to come back. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. Instead of coming back and doing it, just adding a little bit more on the edge there. Okay. Yeah, my chickens are doing well. They're loving this cold weather because they are very hot-blooded and then have their feathers on top of it, so they're like, yippee, this is wonderful. running around and scrapping and carrying on. They're out in the yard all day. They kind of take a nap underneath the rhododendron bush, rhodey, we call it. And then I go out and I check on them, and then they do some more playing and then do some more resting, and then early afternoon they're pretty much ready to go back to their coop and their run. Oh, here it is. I think this is right side up. It's hard to tell, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to let this dry really, really good before I do any creasing on it. I don't want to take the chance of it lifting. Yeah. Okay. Glue strings there. All right. And then this one. Okay. So I'm going to figure out some more items to make. I'm going to do some I'm going to do a couple tag and pocket sets. So I'll get that figured out, and the next time we're together on Thursday, we can work on that together if you want. I think it'd be fun. I'm going to do some kind of library type pocket, only a little bit bigger than usual. And some kind of decoration for underneath them. Oops, crash. Sorry about that. Alright, so we have this side done. It just kind of blends in with the grunginess, but it also protects those seams or folds. So yeah, I was digging in my fabric drawer and saw this, and it hit my eye right away. Okay. And then I'll let you guys go when I'm done with this. I just wanted to have you along with me. Okay. Gluey fingers. And there. Go to the edges there. And then I'll set this out in my dining room on the table there. I have an area there that I put things to dry. I have parchment paper down so that I can put things out there to dry and not get everywhere. Okay. This one has some printing. I think I'll go that way. So yeah, I was having fun grunging this up, and I can smell the the gilding wax. It's like I said, it's kind of flowery, kind of pretty smelling. Okay, but I wanted it ready for today for doing this. I didn't want to have to try and put numbers around what I was doing. Now I know a lot of them will be covered up, but I'm sure a lot of them won't be too. So there you go. And then after it's dry, then I'll come back and see if there's any other places that need to be put down. Okay, that's right side up that way, because I just see some letters here on the fabric is why I'm making sure that it's not upside down. That would bug me. Okay. This down there, and I just left the edges rough. I just left them as they were because I didn't want to make them all even and looking pristine. Some of the threads off of my fingers here. Get them off one and it sticks to the other. Yeah, okay. Oh, there we go. Ooh, okay. Now the other side. All right. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted to do with you guys today. So I will let this dry, and then when we're together next time, we will do some pockets to go in here. I do want to also get these put down in here in some fashion, so we'll be doing that as well. So yeah. Okay guys, well I hope that was a okay video. It wasn't real super duper exciting, but I just wanted to show you what I found at Habitat for Humanity and do this and these little items with you, decorating them. So I will see you in a few days. You guys have a good week. Talk to you later. Bye guys.